Hey guys, what's happening? Today I have a quick review and shooting test with the new VFC MP7 AEG. I hadn't bought a new airsoft gun in probably going on 6 years by now, so I figured now would be a better time than ever to put out my very first and probably one of the only reviews I will do on this channel. For most of you guys know that I focus strictly on gameplay. After watching several of the reviews already out, I just thought I'd put something together really quick. This gun has many pros and cons that I will be sure to point out to you guys, so let's just get straight into it. Right off the bat, the first thing I noticed with this SMG, and most of you will too, is the size. It's a very small yet big gun. For those of you that have this already, you probably know exactly what I mean. The size of this AEG, I believe, is closer to the real thing than what we are used to in the airsoft world with the VFC gas blowback and the Tokyo Marui AEP versions. This one is definitely noticeably larger. I have two of my other builds to actually show you a side-by-side comparison with this gun, and as you'll notice, it is quite the chunk. The profile of this SMG is much slimmer than your typical CQB rifle, but as you can see, it still has quite a tall profile in comparison to the PDW and the 416C. Since I'm just doing a quick overview before the shooting test, I'm going to go ahead and jump straight into the pros and cons of this SMG that I have found so far. The first pro that I have is definitely the build quality of this SMG. It feels much better in terms of external quality in comparison to the Tokyo Marui. VFC, as always, did not cut any corners in the external construction when it came to this gun. Another couple pros of this gun right off the bat is the very little to no wobble when it comes to the stock and magazine. The magazine especially is seamless when inserted. The ambidextrous selector switch is also extremely crisp and clicks into place quite nicely. This MP7 does feature a functioning bolt catch and release, but the charging handle must be pushed forward before you can activate the release to fully close the bolt. This works as it should, and I have no issues with it really. Another great pro with the MP7 is the extremely tight trigger response. This will definitely was a big motivator in my decision on picking one of these up. And as you can see, it does not disappoint for a stock gun. My favorite and honestly most impressive pro with this AEG is the shimming. At least with mine, this might be one of the best shimmed stocked AEGs I have ever shot, which is a huge plus. Having a gun with great shimming is a great indicator of potential longevity as well as quality control from VFC's part. Getting into some of the cons of this SMG, the front and rear iron sights included with it are made of what felt to me as a very subpar plastic in comparison to the rest of the construction. This gun does feature an automatic stop when you run out of BBs in the magazine, but the actual construction and attachment of the faller I felt was not all that great. In fact, I had a slight jam in one of the first magazines while test firing, and upon using the BB release tab on the magazine, the follower itself actually disattached. This could be a problem in the longevity of the magazines, but fortunately the magazines still work with or without them. You just lose the fire stopping feature on empty. Another con, or I wouldn't really call it a con, more of a pet peeve, is the fact that this gun did not come with side rails, which we were all expecting. Although it does look like the rails can indeed be added onto it, more than likely the gas blowback rail segments by the VFC should work, but again, I'm not entirely sure. Another big pro of this gun was that I was not expecting to be a pro, was the battery installation. It is extremely easy and seamless to do. I'm using the Elite Force 900mAh 11.1 battery that they advertised for this gun, which, as you can see, fits perfectly. Even on the field, battery changes would not be that challenging and could be done in a matter of seconds. My last comment and con about this gun before we get into the shooting test is the potential for aftermarket upgrades. Unfortunately, with the corroborated comments on the teching pages and the analysis from my local tech thus far, there seems to be absolutely nothing V2 compatible in this SMG, meaning we won't see any AEG upgrade parts for this anytime soon. Although hopefully we will see an HPA conversion for this like we see with the Tokyo Marui. Now let's jump into the shooting test, which I'll be performing with my 35mm Runcam 2 using Elite Force .25 gram BBs. As you can see, at 50 feet, this thing drives nails, no problem, even using .25s. 100 feet also isn't a problem. At 150 feet, we can start to see the effect of the short barrel on this gun. This is about the range that we can see the dip before the hop-up picks up the round to carry it a little further. I would probably say that 150 feet isn't the max range of this gun, but definitely closer to the end of the effective range. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick overview of the new VFC MP7. I will have some gameplay up very soon with this gun, so be sure to hit that subscribe button to be one of the first to see it. In the meantime, let me know in the comments how you feel about this new addition from Elite Force, and if you think it will be as successful as maybe the ARP9 or the Crytek PDW. Do you think this will become the new king of SMGs? Why or why not? Let me know, and thanks for watching.
Over there. I didn't stop, except for the time I dropped my mag. That was the only time I stopped.
Of course you dropped. Oh, there's an inchworm. Hello.
Hi, buddy.
He'll give me good luck.
Put him in your hop-up. He'll shoot.
Oh
no.
Well, shit.
Press F.